Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual class of Gyan Niketan Girls School. Today, I am going to start a very fresh topic in civics, that is role of the parliament. Now, let us see that why the people of India have been given this power to decide whether which government should come and rule over in our country. India won independence on 15th August 1947 after seeing a painful struggle against the British rule, and people from all religion, region, caste, class fought together to drive the colonial rulers out of our country, and they were very much inspired by the liberty, the ideal of liberty, equality and fraternity. Now, the Indian National Congress played a very important role in this freedom movement, where all the major decision was taken by them, but all decision was on particularly on the basis of majority of opinion, without showing any favor to any particular religion, region, caste, class, or any class of people, we can say. Now, after the formation of Indian National Congress in 1885, the nationalists started to oppose the Indian National Congress and started to make demands. They they were against the policies of government, and they were openly criticizing those policies. Now, in the very first session of Indian National Congress that was held in December 1885, the Congress demanded that there should be a proper elected member in the legislature with a right to discuss the budget about different things. So, the Indian Council Act of 1861 was introduced for the first time and associated the Indians with legislative work. Legislative means the transforming of government policies into law. Now, by the Act of Indian Council Act of 1892, the principle of election was conceded. Conceded means acknowledged as true, and this led to the foundation of parliamentary form of government in our country, that is in India. Now, parliamentary form of government here, one who wins the election and form most of the seats in parliament and form their government. Now, the Government of India Act 1909 provided for the enlargement of central and provincial council, now state council. Now, the members were permitted to discuss on different matters of public interest, and that included budget also. Now, after this, the Act of 1919 was also introduced, and the system of diarchy came into provinces. Now, what is the diarchy? Diarchy is particularly a dual government that was introduced by Montague Chelmsford, and it is particularly the two form of government. Now, here dual means diarchy means in this form of government, the executive branch of each provincial, as I said, means now we say provincial as state government, and it is divided into two sections, means we have dual government. Now, the Act of 1935 introduced a bicameral legislature. Bicameral legislature means practice of having two houses in parliament, that we have Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in the center, and it was termed as mini constitution. Now, all these were done by the government that were working against the Britishers when they wanted freedom. Now, here the struggle and sacrifice were also done by the masses in the freedom struggle that convinced the nationalists, the leaders, that they should also be involved in the decision making of India, and the citizens should also be given some power. and opportunity in this independent India. So the government had to look after the people's demand, need, and aspirations. So this was not possible unless the people were involved or they were empowered to elect their representative. Therefore, the constitution was developed. The Constitution of Independent India laid down the principle of universal adult franchise. And through this universal adult franchise, each and every citizen of country who is above or 18 years of age is given the right to vote. Therefore, it was seen. Now, this right to vote was given to all the member genders, either they are male or female, or irrespective of their caste, class, or gender. Now, people and their representative. See, people in India is a democratic country, which means that the need and approval of citizen is the most important thing. Here, every Indian can participate in the general election and the election and select the people who will control the government. You can see in the map of India that each and every state members is given the right to vote, and these leaders, the leaders that are being chosen by the people, are called the representative of the people, and they meet in the parliament to discuss and debate issues that affect the people who voted for them. Means they are the one who take decisions on behalf of the people who have elected them as the member of parliament and given them that power. See, here also we see that people of different places, either it is north, south, east, or west, they are given particular voting right, and most of the people in the country, in different country, like for example in Himachal Pradesh, Indian are there particularly is followed Buddhist, but they are also given that right that they should have the freedom to vote and choose their representative. So means each and every people, the parliament, which is made up of all representatives together, control and guide the government in certain ways. By choosing their member of parliament, people make the government also control it. Means indirectly people are controlling it, and directly the government or members of parliament is controlling the decisions taken on behalf of people. Now, the very basic thing, the basic and central idea of democracy is that the individual or the citizen is the most important person. As I said, the people of India, according to when after the independence, when constitution was formed, was given the right to vote, and according to that right, according to universal adult franchise, the people of India or individual is the most important person, because they are the one who is choosing the people who will run the government. And the basic feature of democracy is that the government must have the desire, approval, and participation of people, and without these things no government can be formed. So the participation of people, the people should be active to choose a government in a country. And in modern democracy, it is not possible to give approval to a decision directly and collectively. Okay, so the majority group from among the elected representative form the government. Means the one who wins most of the seats, most of the votes of the people is the one who forms the government in a country, and thus people form the government and control it indirectly through their representative. Means we elect our leader we select our leader, we give vote to them, means we are indirectly giving them right to have control over us, to guide us, to lead a country in a better way. Means we are the one who is controlling it indirectly through the representative that we have chosen through election. And that's why this is the thing, that people and the representative, means in forming a government, people, the common people of a country, play a very important role, because they are the one who choose their representative. So this was the basic thing, the basic structure in which we are dealing. Now further we will deal in next class. For now, thank you and have a nice day.